What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5 in our Revisited series. I'm trying to figure out what to start with. And I'm thinking... I haven't got a clue. So, there's a thing we're going to build. We're going to build a smeltery today, even though I think I mentioned that I didn't really want to build one. But early on, it's going to be super helpful. The only thing I don't have planned out is... making whatchamacallit like a lava generator or anything. That actually isn't too ridiculously hard. I could probably just cheat it a little bit and oh, you know what I can do? Let's make one of these guys. Yeah, one of these. It's pretty cheap. Holds 8 buckets. And do I have some copper? I do. It's pretty cheap. Holds 8 buckets. I got a bunch of glass. And what else was I doing? You can see all the stuff I already have for the smeltery. I have a bunch of extra bricks as well. Right. That's the other thing I'm thinking of. Conduits! They're going to become one of our favorite things to use, and we need fluid conduits, which are... they gotta be that. Oh, I can use a chisel, I think. Binder composite, which is 1 clay, 2 sand, and 6 gravel. Well, you know what? I'm just a little bit prepped. The clay, on the other hand, I believe we have over here. Hey, would you look at that? So 2 clay. I got a bunch of it as well. You can see I chopped down a bunch of wood. I've been doing all kinds of things off camera because it gets really grindy trying to do other, like, all kinds of stuff on camera for you guys. So trying to get things crafted up and prepared beforehand is also a combination of me just wanting to play. So that's just a thing. I don't have anything to cook those with. Let's go ahead and... Oh. I do have some to cook it with. It's just in the wrong hand. Uncompressed coal. Yeah, we'll just toss that into the coal. So that'll make the composite for that. What we're going to do is, if I have these, go ahead and place that there real quick. We'll place this here. Pick that back up. Now let's make our tank. We'll go ahead and just toss that in there. For this, oh, I do need that on my hotbar. We'll go like this, 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 and do it over this side. Yeah, that'll start producing lava. And with this, we can make our tank. So what we'll do with this is we would just go ahead and plop it like, I don't know, right here. Now, wait for the binder composite. Oh, where's my chisel? I have not made a chisel yet, have I? Well, you know what? Let's make a chisel. I need a stick. I have sticks. All right. So I have learned quite a few things since the last time I was doing this stuff. So there are plenty of things that I'm going to do better. Plenty of things that I'm probably going to do very different. And can I just cheat it? No. They're making me actually do it. Chisel. Put this in here, we get white clear glass. A little bit of a workaround, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Now that going to be extract. And how do you like that? We got lava production. I don't expect it to be super fast or anything, but you know what? It's lava production, so that's a thing. We did a thing already. Awesome. Okay, we will take those. And now I'm trying to decide where I want to build this. I built that out past the edge, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And I'm thinking where I want to build it is actually underneath the cobblestone generator. This isn't going to be here for all too long, so that's why I'm not too worried about where it gets placed. Okay, there we go. Now I need these. So we'll do 3, 3. Make a couple more. Might as well just make another stack of them. Okay, that'll be that. That. We do like this, 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 and this. Out of the water. So we'll do our tank, our controller, our drains will face this way, faucets, table, basin. How do you like that? Very productive already. Just started. Don't walk off. Now I have enough to raise this up a couple blocks, so we may as well. 3, 1, 2, 3. Pick our way back out. 2, 3, 4. No, I'm 1 block short. Well, you know what? That's fine. I can always make another one. But well, first things we're gonna need: gold. Dude, can I have gold? So we're going to take this stuff. We're gonna hammer it down to where it needs to be. Not that. That. There we go. So there is a chance that you get extra off of this, which is why it's so important to do it early on. Would you look at that? We got 6 blocks, or 6 gold pieces. Throw that in here, and that gives us 12 casts. But the first thing we need is our bucket. Good thing we made an iron one to start out with. Skipping a few steps there. Get our first bucket of lava over here. And boom. Being productive. That's what we're all about here today. That is what we're about in this series. Is we gotta be productive. As you can see, I've already made a whole bunch of sandstone. I did mention that sandstone is gonna be one of our core materials for our build this time around. So it's gonna be interesting. I already have an idea of how to build it. I did say I think I was gonna show you my other world where I'm just kind of testing things, but I don't think I really need to right now. Okay, 12 ingots. That'll take 2. But it gives me an ingot cast. Sweet! So now I can start working on all this and melting it down. I'll throw that in there. But I'm thinking that what we want to do today is I want to actually set up the layout for our actual main build here. And it's probably going to go through all of this sandstone. Because for starters, get that? It's all going to be slabs. Yes, yeah, making sandstone in this kind of sucks. So yeah, 6 stacks of sandstone slabs. Let's go ahead and we've got 30 torches. Let's get to building. There we are, done our building. So now you can kind of get an idea of what's gonna actually be the size of our main areas. Now, another thing that's gonna happen is I'm keeping this here because that's essentially my elevator. And it's going to, our base is essentially gonna become multi-floor. Instead of doing like last season where we built out, this time we're going to be building up and down. We're going to have a few things that are built out, so like a mob farm that has to be a certain number of blocks away anyways. And what we're going to do is, you know what, I think it is better if I just... So I started I came back to this mod pack and picked it up, like doing changes and stuff, and we're going to do a slightly larger version of what I'm doing in my free play world. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over there so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. And it'll make a bit more sense seeing why I built a giant circle. Now, mind you, this is not a absolute plan. The way I have it built will change a bit compared to what I have over there. So let's go check it out real quick. Welcome everybody to my free play world. So you can kind of see the idea behind the giant ring here. Build floors as we go down. Kind of nice solar panel setup down there. We will have these elevators to get up and down between them. So I don't know why that hole's there, but this is my main base idea, is that essentially we're going to have this giant glass encased rooms on each floor. You can see my little machinery setup and everything. I haven't gotten too far in this one. And then there's going to be floors between each of them. There'll be more like this. This will be where like cables and power and wiring and all kinds of stuff like that will be run around with enough space for me to be able to like walk underneath it and that stuff. You can see I rebuilt the setup from last time with all the ore collection. So I will show you how I drastically improved on it with the use of conduits. And that's actually what's in here. So if y'all don't remember the room from last season, I will show you a picture of it right now. And this room was my main source of resources for that entire series. Somehow it produced enough stuff that I never ran out of supplies. And I expect it's going to do something similar this time, since it's basically the same setup, just a teeny bit smaller and more cleaned up. So, yeah. I have taken that entire room and it is now just this. Like, I've got a little, I don't have a jetpack or a well, you know what? I think I can do that. Yeah. So you can see, like, cobblestone setup, lava generator. Lava goes to a big tank down here. Cobblestone into a compacting drawer. Gets fed out into the lava as well as into these. So the conduits, I decided they're going to be our main source of like moving stuff around early on. I may update later to something else. I haven't quite decided yet. But once we can get to conduits, they're going to be our main source of stuff. But like this little tower does the exact same job as that entire room. Plus throws stuff away that I don't need. Smelts things down into ingots. Yeah, that's another thing too, is last time I had it all feed into a smeltery. This time I went a bit more simple route. Let's see if I can do this. I went a little more simple and push everything into a pulverizer. So these have the same things. They craft the gravel, sand, dust, and everything. Feeds it into this hammer down here. Hammers it down. Feeds it back into them until it gets to the bottom one. The dust will all go into here, where it does get pulverized down into 2 of the little ore dusts. And then they feed into here, where they automatically cook into an ingot. Now, the rest of that, I'll come rebuild that later. The rest of that all comes down here. That's where all of this goes to. Like, these feed off of that. All of this feeds off of that. All of this feeds off of that. Everything here comes from that little tower. Last time, it took an entire room to do this stuff. So I am trying to see if I can look at some of the stuff we did last time and make it way smaller. Because I want to see how much stuff we can cram into this little tower. And ours will be a little bit bigger. You can see I've got stuff going on over here. I actually can't walk over there this way anymore, but I don't really need to. That actually leads to my mob farm. Very similar setup. Nice and easy to do. It's got a mob grinder. Yeah, it's killing things over here. Mob grinder. Same loot bag system. Resources. I just got to run a conduit over here for the ME system to be able to recognize it, but... Okay, that is still running. But yeah, like you can see, my place is not very far along. I'm on day 139 on this one. I've done a lot of AFK. So, yeah. This one, I haven't gone too far into everything. I've been just kind of exploring things. Like, essentially, this whole setup is the 3rd build of it. So, yeah, that's the thing. Also, we are going to be using like the carpenter's blocks to do some stuff, make a few things easier. You are still struggling big time over there. Okay, we'll turn you back on. But if I come over here, nothing else can spawn in there, which means everything dies. Hey! I will take a look at it on here, just because it's a little easier to show it, but inside, these are Ender IO lights on the roof. But inside, there is absolutely nothing. Hey, you can feel me getting pushed by the fan there. On the outside, there are 5 fans. And I even have down here, even this room is set up like the other one. So I have redstone conduits that go to the fans, shut them off. There are the powered lights above these ones to turn them on and off. And yeah, this is that entire loot system. Like that whole complicated loot system I built last time is done by this. Oh. When did I break that off? Whatever. Is essentially like this does the entire job of that whole loot system that I built. Guys, I have learned so much. I am getting a lot better at modded. I have learned a lot of things, but I know I still have plenty of stuff to learn. So yeah, it's gonna be different. I know for one thing, I'm gonna be able to automate a lot more things than I was able to last time. I'm going to be able to actually like do a lot more things than I could last time. Heck, Botania, I actually know what I'm doing. Thaumcraft, oh, thank goodness this is the version where you just have to scan everything to learn stuff. I don't have to sit there at the research table trying to make all the theories and that stuff. Oh man, I love this version of Thaumcraft. It's wonky, but I love it. Anyways, that's it for my little tour from here. I'm not sure if I'm going to replicate this there or not, or if I'm just going to like run things up through the corners, or maybe I'll make something a little bit smaller for this, but I don't know. I built that because it's supposed to be like my central trunk. The solar panels, essentially this is going to be my top floor on this. I don't intend to go up very high, at least not in this world. And up here will just be all glass, like a glass dome and solar panels and a few other things up here. Maybe some animal pens or something. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and head on back over to our world.
It's time to build.
No, it's not time to build. It is time to do something else. So we got our smeltery set up. We've got the basic layout for our build. Our build is actually going to be, I believe, 4 blocks larger than the one I built over there. Because let's see, the one I built over there essentially goes... So I did the same starting off things where I had a little 5x5 square. So there's another 5. Then I extended it 5 blocks past that. So we've got an extra 2. So it's not going to feel so cramped in the middle. Stuff is going to be a little... spaced out compared to that one. So it's going to be fun, I think. Now, actually getting stuff built, this will have to get changed out to a compacting drawer eventually. These will get replaced by a powered furnace at some point. This, I'm trying to decide how to do it best. And I don't really know. Maybe just leave it like this and do a an automated like draw system. Just throw a bucket into something and it fills it with water. I don't know. I'll come up with something for that. I actually don't have an infinite water source on my other world right at the moment. But essentially what we did with the mob farm on that one, I'm going to do somewhere out in one of these directions. And we're probably going to have... So what I want to do with this, to give you an idea, is that this central build is going to go up and down a bit. Love seeing the clouds up there. It's going to go up and down a bit. There's going to be like multiple floors and everything. There's not going to be any trees or anything in here. And what it's going to have is like different automations in different corners and stuff like that. So like how I did the ore automation in one corner, What I may do in another corner is like automatic obsidian production or automatic soul sand production or stuff like that. I'm gonna hide like little things off in little corners like that, but we'll make them like have their own little chambers and everything to be able to do stuff. And eventually everything will be auto craftable in the ME system that I want to build, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna set it up just yet. So that's gonna be a thing. As for the pods and stuff that are gonna be hanging out, there's going to be like a little trunk that extends out with conduits and cables and stuff that go into it to feed it power, items, ME stuff, whatever I need to go out there. That kind of stuff will handle like the mob farm. There'll be like an animal farm or something on one. The actual food farms will be set out on one. I may do like Botania on one, Thaumcraft on one. I'm debating whether to give like the different mods their own space, because this pack does have a lot of mods that I never got into. One of them that I'm actually interested in is Witchery, which I never got into, and I know that one's pretty cool. Some of the other ones that I know I didn't get to were like Draconic, and that oh baby, if I get to that one, we are going to be building that at the top of the world. Let's take a look in here at some of the achievements and stuff. So eventually we will go through and beat this, or like do all these, and like we haven't gone through and actually looked at this, but mind you, I am trying to do all this stuff, but there are going to be certain ones that I can't do. The Minicio stuff is going to be its own pod. That's going to be a thing. We do need to make a mob farm. I'm going to work on that next time, but we need to make a power supply, and I think that's what I want to try to get to right now. And I need aluminum, a lot of sand, or a lot of glass. How much glass do I have left? 56? That should be enough. Where am I going? That should be enough, I think, for this much. Where's my hammer? Okay, so looking at resources in here, I don't have enough redstone figures. But you know what I do have is 9 stacks of dust. So let's see how much redstone we can get out of this, and hope we have enough, because we don't really need a whole lot. That's a lot faster. I need to really empty inventory. I'm getting bad about that again. I used to be really, really good that my inventory was always clean, and if anything was out of place, oh, that doesn't go in there. That goes in here. Those can go in there, though. And we'll toss all that in there. Yeah, good stuff. So, yeah, let's see if we can get enough redstone out of these, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I think we have everything. I think. The only thing I'm not sure of is I know I need a lot of planks. So let's just make a bunch of planks. There we go. That should give us everything. We got a bunch of aluminum. I need a crafting table. So we're going to make a tier 2 solar panel as well as a energy cell, because we kind of need them. So we're going to need a reception coil, a conductance coil, what's this? Leadstone energy cell frame. Give it 3 copper, and the conductance coil, and we have our energy cell. Boom. So we have that. For this, we do That give us 24 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I got just enough planks there. 8 solar panel ones. Let's say I was about to say capacity 2. No, generation is 2. So these only make 2 RF per tick. Whereas this guy will make 16. Eventually we will upgrade him, but you know what? I gotta say, it's progress. That, my friends, is our first power source. Now I'm gonna end up grinding out a bunch of these throughout the series. These will be our main power source because, like, as you can see, they go up quite a ways, and the top one generates 4,000 per tick. It's kind of grindy to get to, but you know what? It is worth it. So my entire world on the other server, or on the other world, is run by 6 of the tier just above this. Like right now, it runs everything, and I don't see a single RF drop. My 6 little panels are handling everything. That is about a little under 400 RF per tick. That's it. 400 RF per tick. And I'm running my mob farm and my entire ore production, as well as all my machines and an ME system already. It's not doing a whole lot, but all of that is running off of 6. Grindy as all heck to get there, but you know what? We gotta start somewhere. And would you look at that? We've already got 20,000 RF. Progress, my friends. Progress. But that's all the time I have for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. It is great to be back to playing this. I am so excited to see where this series goes. Today we didn't do a whole lot except building a bunch and getting us started on power. Between this episode and the next one, I will be grinding out so we at least get up to a tier 2. I'm going to try to grind out a whole bunch of resources so we can start building up some machines and stuff, because yeah, we're gonna need them. For one thing, we need a ton of glass. We need a lot of sandstone, because this one's gonna have to change out to sandstone as well. And yeah, it's gonna start picking up. I think next time we will focus on actually building our mob farm, because we're going to need that. Like, that is the number one thing we're going to need, is the mob farm. There's our thing. Doesn't even show 1 tick yet. It'll get there. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Hey, there it is. We got a tick. We got power. Yay!